to shout out to you, will be correct person. We don't deal with us since 6 o'clock this morning on top of Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Anywhere where you day, in case you they come out from inside of Abuja, you they go far. If you still follow us on top www.citizenfm.ng, down at the website. If you go there, you can get all the info, news day there, and if you click the play button, make you they hear us any part of the world where you day. They call me the chief priest, Ezemmuo one. I balance well for inside of the studio this morning on top of the matter of super citizen at sunrise. All right, and we don't come up with it for inside of the newspaper review that now waiting paper the talk. Two things on top of the big talk. Check your time, 6 minutes past 8 o'clock. Now time for the big talk on top of super citizen at sunrise. All right, but before we go move ahead, quickly, apologies. I've been telling you during the newspaper review time, say we paper, newspaper, waiting paper to talk. One of our collabo partners, them na Premium Times, and I've been promised I could collect 1 or 2 headlines from there, but based on all the calls and every that one escaped my memory. Okay, so but to keep to the word when I don't talk, I could just check 1 or 2 things for inside of Premium Times. Then we go move ahead on top of the matter with the table for the big talk this morning. All right, so quickly. Now, Premium Times don't do a particular profile. They don't do a personality profile, a write-up about the president-elect. They call on the man Tinubu and his thorny path to presidential victory. That one day, on March 1st, 2023. And yesterday, then they published that one. You could go read them there, make you know more about the president. CDB. Now, one interesting thing when they're on top of Premium Time page, when I see the map, the colorful map of Nigeria, when the say they put all the states them. All the presidential candidates and all the states them would win. Out of SCOF, NMPP, they don't collect the gray spots, the gray color where they put on there, they collect Kano with that gray color there. Then talk about the red color, how the middle part, the FCT, Nasarawa Plateau, the center of Nigeria, how it take the red based on the color where they paint them there. Talk about the Labour Party, the states where the Labour Party collect. Then you can go down small towards the south. You see Edo State, Delta State there, Anambra State, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River, Abia, Imo. All of them they red there for Labour Party. Then you go to the left hand side, the small down there for the southwest. You can see Lagos there, they red for Labour Party. Then you go come up, you can see all of the other states them with the blue for the APC, Niger State, Kwara State, Oyo State, Ogun State, Ondo State, Ekiti State, Zamfara, and the rest of them. Kogi State, Benue State. Then you go down for the south there, south there, you see River State there for APC. Then you still go up there, Jigawa there, Borno there, the other side. Then you go see the green color and painter for the PDP. You go see the states there, Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Kaduna, Bauchi, Yobe, Gombe, Adamawa, Taraba. You come down to southwest, Oshu, collect Oshun there, go down to the south side of Kwai Bom, day there. All right, all of those things they there on top of Premium Times, the map there. You go check them out. You see all the pictorial representation of how to take the B. Now, another thing we're there on top of Premium Times this morning, interesting gist. Well, not be saying interesting because it's sweet, but the thing just to give a very surprising gist, because some days ago we've been talking about this man. We talked about just before election about how much we need to conduct the election. We talk about say need 70 million cash. Today we talk about for different matter. Police, for instance of Kano State, don't slam the man Ado Dogoa of the House of Representative Majority Leader with murder charge. That one day there. Then he did the article waiting for inside of Premium Times, all right, and other things. If you go there for inside of Premium Times, you can see every. So ahead, make we move. Check your time, 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. The big talk this morning. All right, so quickly, shortly, make we jump inside of the matter with the table, the matter with it. Now, a presidential election, it don't come, it don't go, not without challenges, not without dissatisfaction. Many people not really dissatisfied. Some people not really dissatisfied. because it is assumed or presumed saying that the majority now they happy because now the majority now vote because now majority now carry the vote, abi. So it is assumed saying that the majority now they happy. So many people no really they happy with the outcome, and we don't see them from the joint press conference of the PDP vice presidential candidate and the Labour Party vice president too. They go still seek redress for court. And of course, we still don't hear before now. We don't hear from the PDP party agent for the National Coalition Center and the spokesperson Dino Malai, Senator Dino Malai. Instead, don't talk, say yes, then they go to court. Now, we don't hear from all those ones. Now, them, Atiku Abuja candidates, they talk. Now, no be that one be the matter. The one thing that they try bring out, we say, now, according by how many people don't talk, Issa Ashiku talk something, many people talk something, say, Nigerians are not happy. Yes, some Nigerians, not all Nigerians, some Nigerians are not happy. And waiting will they always they encourage, we say, cause problem, disrupt movement, cause violence, you know, go to Ogo well. That one day there. Area of agriculture, for the area of power, energy, for the area of employment, and the area of the oil sector, the different areas, subsidy, many questions, many work. We don't them. Nigerians don't place their demands. Don't they talk to no time to make the work start. No time to check any time. Make you assemble your team, start to work. No time to look at your face. That one day there. Now, but as all the talk, now we never hear the last from the presidential election. We never hear the last. Many talks till they come out. Many questions to answer. Many commendations. Many criticisms. Many things where they go on, where people they talk, the good side, the bad side. But as that one they go, make we not forget, say another election they come shortly. And then what we want just discuss on top of the big talk. We'll go open the phone line, make we take reason shortly for inside of the matter and shut the phone lines. They there 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. You want drop message for WhatsApp 0818 22 22 205. All of them they there. Now the big talk are the meat, the parade of the pawpaw, the meat of the talk this morning. Now for the next election, will it happen in the next? In fact, if you check on the countdown, talks 8 days, 23 hours, 45 minutes. On top of INEC website, the next election for this country will happen in the next 8 days. 1 week plus, less than 2 weeks. The next election will happen. Now, why people the ginger make people no go make this next election no go suffer, or make the election no go so when I say suffer, like make they no go pay less attention to them. And by less attention, I talk both INEC, both the electorate, both the politicians, everybody will they involve. Make the presidential election no can carry everybody away. Everybody go carry attention for the presidential election, forgetting that in less than 2 weeks, in about 8 days or 8 days plus, another set of elections go happen for inside of the country. The next election, we'll talk about governorship and State House of Assembly elections. Will go happen on the 11th of March 2023. In the next 8 days plus, less than, no, just call it 9 days. Governorship and State House of Assembly elections, 11th of March. Now, on top of the big talk this morning, make we check about waiting we feel learn. And you and me go talk this particular one. Waiting we feel learn from the election we just happened, where we go take improve for the next election. And from the angle of INEC chairman, the INEC or do differently to improve on the process in the next 9 days, because whether we like them or not, it will happen. If we never learn anything from what happened from this one, then some of the mistakes go repeat itself again. Some of the mistakes where people don't talk say and see, you go repeat itself again. That's why I want me to talk about them, because the next election they happen, make we know they carry the way with the outcome of this one. We can't forget, say, for different states, for inside of the country, governorship election go happen. So waiting we fit need to learn from the presidential election which just happened to take improve the process, the participation of the next election. Now, what's now one we could talk about on top of the big talk, the numbers they there we go take put money. If you get something where you feel, so based on INEC, based on the parties, based on the electorate, the voters differently, improvement areas where people don't learn, where we say you go fit guide or help the next election, make everything plumb. All right, all of them they there. And I want to make you follow us reason on top of the big talk this morning. Now, but before then, as we check out, make we just give you small updates, one or two things about the 2023 elect state governors, and it will happen for inside of 31 states. 31 states for Nigeria. Out of the 36 states, they will elect new governors on the 11th day of March. All right, and that one will run course for the State House of Assembly. When they be said they go bring people inside of the different State House of Assembly, we go work with the state governors them. That one self go have on the 11th day of March, and ideally, so it's from the presidential election from last Saturday, 2 weeks from last Saturday. Okay, so I tell you, now go do the election, but states like Imo State, states like Kogi states, and of course Bayelsa states, their own election will happen on 11th of November. Now their own governorship elections will happen. So the other 31 states will happen for instead of the 11th of happen for states like Imo State, Kogi State, Bayelsa State will happen for instead of 11th of November, based on how it be. All right. Now, based on one or two, some of the governors, about 18 of the governors waiting on ground, no go. They don't finish their two terms. So some of them they try to go for Senate, and based on the result, we will see some of the governors really try to go for Senate, especially from the southeast side, so part of the south, they lose their seats. They don't really get the seats in the first place. Let me say they lose the seats. People like Governor of Enugu State, Ugwuanyi, when they be say try to, you don't do internal finish, when they be say try to, you don't do internal finish. Now Senate, they go for, and of course based on how it be, you lose that senatorial bid to the Labour Party candidates. Now you take lose them too. Yes. So that one day there, and then some of the, apart from him, not only him, talk about different other governors there when they say they lose out after their second tenure. About 18 of the governors then go do waiting. Then go they know they go back. They don't finish their second tenure, so they know they contest. So it means say inside of those 18 states they could get new person where they start fresh tenure. Okay, and this one make people pay attention to these gubernatorial or governorship elections. Very, very important. Make attention. No go carry make presidential election. No go carry everybody attention. Everybody go come forget. Say some kind of states they're very important, especially if not your states. They're very important and it's very strategic. Make you pay attention to it there now. When it be say the governor, the incumbent governor, will be okay here. There, he don't finish in tenure. And him now, you get some other people when it be said in the contest, because some other people they contest. Now even the governor will be saying don't finish in the go for Abia South senatorial seat. They go back based on how they talk about Amadu Umaru Fintiri of the PDP. He still getting 10. He can still contest. They can still recontest. So him they go against the APC candidate of Aisha to Dahiru Ahmed. Two of them they contest. For instead of Adamawa for there, you go for Akwa Ibom, Udom Gabriel Emmanuel. That one self Udom Emmanuel in term they limited. Yes, in term they limited. That one me say you don't finish in term. That Akwa Ibom state now another state we will get new sets of contestant. Now people would be saying they try start fresh tenure. All right, fresh tenure based on how they be. So for Akwa Ibom state, now so the thing go, the governor in 2 tenure, it doesn't serve in normal 2 tenure where it just be like a tradition where It be like tradition. Everybody who enter there must finish in 2 tenors. So you don't finish in 2 tenors. So Akwa Ibom, one of the states, we go get 3 new contestants. That NNPP candidates for them. Talk about John James Akpan Udo of the NNPP. Then the PDP candidate Umo Eno of the PDP. Then we get the Basi Albert Akpan of the YPP. 3 of them there. You go to Bauchi State, the same. For instead of Bauchi State, there, the governor, where they will be Bala Abdul Kadir Mohammed himself, they run again under the PDP. All right, they run again under the PDP, Bala Mohammed, with the NNPP's Haliru Dauda Jika and APC's Sadiq Abubakar. All of them did there. Sadiq Abubakar, no be the one with our own colleague for here. No be our colleague. We get one Sadiq Abubakar where they work for us here. No be that one. Now for Bayelsa State, Bayelsa State, now one of those states, of course, the governor there, Nadoye Diri, now one of the states them where their own elections go happen on the 11th of November. That one day, if you go for Benue State, there, Samuel Otom, the governor on the PDP, now one of the members of G5, and the governor in don't serve in 2 tenor, and they try to go for Senate, which he lose that particular senatorial seat. Good there. Say the governor, one of the governors, recall, say him be one of the governors on the PDP, will openly support and votes for Peter Obi of the Labour Party. But he losing own senatorial seat based on how it be. Now, for instead of Benue State there, APC and PDP go Digaram titles Uba of PDP, there, and Hyacinth Alia of APC. Now then the contest for instead of the gubernatorial election for next. Will be the next election on the 11th of March. Borno State there, Babagada Umaru Zulum of APC there in the contest, of course, with the PDP candidate Mohammed Ali Jajari. All of them there for Borno State. Cross River there, Benedict Ayade. When the BC he don't finish in on 2 tenor, and then get the contestant from APC Basi Otu and Basi Otu of APC and Sandy Ojang Ono of PDP. Now Governor Ben Ayade, one of the governors too, we contests for inside of the senatorial arrangements. Yes, from inside of the senatorial arrangement, he himself fully contest, and he lose in senatorial election for inside of Cross River State. Yes, he lose them to the PDP contestant there. Okay, these are some of the things that we will expect. 826 with just the take eye, they scam the governorship or gubernatorial elections. Some of the candidates, some of the sitting governors, but we know the ones who will go back, and the ones where their tenure don't finish, the ones them when they be sent a new set of contestants, they come there with a check all the states so that we'll pay attention to the next election, because make we know they carried away with. Yes, it is important to still pay attention to what will happen after the presidential election. They make all our attention know they will come forget another election they come. Now, why would they talk now make we understand waiting both the contestants, the electorate and the voters, and the INEC waiting we fit learn from this presidential election we just finished to improve the one way they come. All right, we still check them state by state there, Cross River there, Delta there. For instead of Delta State, another interesting state there. Yes, very interesting states. When they be say the incumbent governor for there, we sit down there. Now be the vice presidential candidate of the PDP. Talk about Ifeanyi Ato Okowa. All right, and of course, don't serve in 2 tenors, so that's why they take higher assignment. We make the VP presidential candidate. Now, the 2 people where they dig around there for the governorship seats now, APC and PDP, for instead of Delta State, Ovie Omo Agege of the APC and Sharif Oborewari of the PDP. Two of them, they dig around. We'll go see how he go take the B. Don't forget, Labor for the presidential election, Delta State vote massively for Labour Party. I don't know why the Labour Party gubernatorial candidates know the ginger. But anyway, now the 2 major contestants for inside of the Delta State governorship election, the 2 major ones, then be this one, PDP and APC there. Then for inside of Ebonyi State there, Dave Umahi, of course, now the incumbent governor, when it be say he don't serve in tenor for inside of there, and 3 major parties, they drag them there three major parties, even though say Labour Party win the presidential election for inside of Ebonyi State there, the parties where they hold and fought for there, now three of them. Now Dave Umahi of the APC, now one of the two southeastern governors waiting for inside of APC. Talk about Ebonyi State Governor and Imo State Governor. I hope was on the two of them now be the APC southeastern governors. Dave Umahi contest for the senatorial seat because in tenure don't finish, and he win that senatorial seat for Ebonyi South senatorial district. He actually win them. So in the good Dave Umahi, one of the governors where they cross to the Senate after in 2 tenors. So in they go to the Senate. That one day there. But for inside of that Ebonyi State, make we look inside the Ebonyi State, the governorship candidates them there. Make we see what really they happen. The three major parties with the Digaram, even though the Labour Party collect the presidential candidates there, the three major governorship candidates, Francis Wifuru of the APC, Bernard Odo of the ABGA, All Progressives Grand Alliance, Ivan Yuchuku Odele of the PDP. Now three of them the Digaram. Well, for inside of the Ebonyi State elections, we go sub. All right, Enugu State today there too. PDP incumbent governor Lawrence Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, and be named there of the PDP. Now he lose. Now what? He don't finish in 2 tenors, and he lose in senatorial bid. Okay, he lose in senatorial bid. Now the people where they dig around for inside of Enugu State there, the governorship candidates, them 4 solid contenders, 4 major contenders: the APC, the ABGA, the Labour Party, and the PDP. All right, Frank Weke Jr. Dadia. Frank Weke Jr. Now before Director General Nigeria Economic Summit Group, and of course in Dadia, and before a minister for inside of Nigeria when it be, in short, a 2-time minister when it be for inside of the matter. So all of these things now waiting with the sub, we keep our eyes on top of the governorship elections, waiting you heal the numbers Dadia to call, make you put body. Who bust my eardrums this morning? Hello.
Ezemmuo, good morning, Samuel from Abuja.
Morning to you, Samuel from Abuja.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoy your analysis.
Thank you, my brother.
But we will talk about the voters party now.
Voters party, yeah.
Did you when it happen now? We see the wrong body on it. So since in this coming election, say if INEC not put it. Say there's no beavers, no voting. Make the voters so that they will get confidence in the coming election.
Hold on, you say if INEC say if no beavers.
Make transmission, yes, electronic transmission. Make they put their beavers in order so that they can really transmit this thing. So that's why when they transfer, yes. There's one expert when they transfer from Abuja go Enugu. Now the guy now the key for that beavers. They don't transfer and go look when they bring them back so I could put those previous in order so that they'll transmit the distance.
So that they no go there, they drag the court, whether we go court or no go court of presidential own, then governorship.
You not even go court because the law now they blind. Just as they blind, they don't tie eye.
So somebody don't carry come now.
That's a high profile case. No go winner.
All right. All right, thank you so much for that one way to talk there, my brother Samuel from Apo. Yes, so the numbers there, you fit still call us, put mouth. Where they try, they check, they put eye on top of the governorship elections. Make the presidential election no carry we attention go in about 8 days time. Governorship elections go happen for inside of this country. You they aware, you they prepared, you they ready. I mean voter party, don't they hover around how it be for your side. Even as we check them, we they try make we check, waiting and waiting. All the stakeholders fit do to learn the lessons where the stakeholders fit learn from the presidential election. Talk about the INEC, talk about the voters, talk about the parties, the candidates, waiting and waiting if you learn. Samuel, don't tell us quickly. Say INEC on their own part, they need to improve the beavers for inside of the governorship election to avoid court case, to avoid wahala. they need to work on the beavers and improve on the beavers for instead of the governorship election. That's what Samuel they tell us this morning. All right, the numbers there. You want to send us message for WhatsApp? Go there on top 0818 22 22 205. You want to call us 0903 22 22 0903 22 29 797 or 0818 22 22 206 0818 22 22 205. All the numbers we go take talk. Now we still check state by state analysis of waiting they really happen for all of the states, the governors, the candidates, the governors where their tenure don't end, and whether they go Senate or not, and the candidates where they contest, and the parties, the major parties and the major candidates for each of the states. Even as we they remind ourselves, say another election they happen, make we no go forget, make voter apathy no carry us, or make the outcome of the presidential election no carry us forget. All right, so now make us they do this particular one. Now we don't check for instead of Abia State, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue State, Borno State, Cross River State, Delta State, Ebonyi State, and of course we there for instead of Enugu State there. Now for Enugu State, what I'm telling you, say Ugwanyi, Ifeanyi Ugwanyi will be the incumbent in tenure don't finish, in 2 tenure don't finish, and they try to go for Senate, he lose out from inside of Senate. Don't forget, say inside one of the member of the G5, Enugu State Governor and Benue State Governor where we don't check, and even Abia State Governor where we check, 3 of them they lose out. Abia State Governor lose out to Eyinaya Baribe. Talk about Okezie Ikpeazu. Benue State Governor he lose out in senatorial bid, and Enugu State Governor lose out in senatorial bid. You dey see what they happen now, and 3 of them they inside G5. So how far did G5 now? Waiting to come be their fate, and they still they inside of PDP. Waiting to be their fate, waiting to be their destiny now. Their leader will be here some weekend. Well, he got his own candidate for River State. Will they come to River State? And a step by step there. Check your time, 8:35. The big talk on top of the radio. The numbers they there to take callers. Make we put body. What thing you feel? Say lessons where people feel learn. All the stakeholders feel learn to improve the next election. Will go happen in about 9 days or less than 9 days or just about 9 days. Will go happen. Which lessons? Which improvement? Waiting we fit minus. Waiting we fit add. Even as we look at the governorship elections. We check all the states and the governorship candidates, the major governorship candidates and the major political parties and the incumbent governors, where did they go after here? All of them did here. This one, now to remind us, say another election, either by the side. Okay? Then we come to check from Enugu State. They tell you APC did there, the major parties, Enugu APC did there, Uche Naji of the APC. Now then they drag them there. Don't forget, say Ugwanyi already don't lose in senatorial bid. So Uche Naji of the APC, Frank Nweke Jr. of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Chijoke Edoga of the Labour Party now, the party when they be say you know go fit under rates, especially for some southern parts of the country. The force waiting the show for this election, for this presidential election and senatorial election. Already Labour Party get about 7 senators now, okay, and a number of House of Rep members, you know. So if they go fit to get like 1, 2, 3, 5 governors too, now you go fit to take, you go know say Labour Party, yes, now force to reckon with, now third force, now really third force, because in less than 1 year, see what they don't achieve. So you go really talk say yes now, and then of course many people talk say now P2B factor. Some people talk say now the factor of Nigerians don't they already define option other than APC and PDP. So anybody will present the option, even if not be P2B, another person will represent that option. Many Nigerians will go that way. So P2B just be like the person who just can't represent that particular option. And I make that followership be there. So it just be like collabo will work. Okay, so that one day there, Labour Party, their governorship candidate for instead of Enugu State, Chijoke Edoaga, and then of course Peter Mba of PDP, and then be the major contestant. We go for instead of Gombe State, Mohammed Yahaya Inua, he did there. He sit down there as the governor, and Scoff, if it still go, because he get one other tenure to run, Scoff in the APC governor when it be enter there for 2019, he get one other tenure to run. So in the contest now with the PDP candidate will be Mohammed Jibrin, two of them dead there. Then you go for Imo State. Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. You know how it won't matter be. They've been nominated. You know how it take be. Ihedio had been not sit down for that seat for a while, for I think some months, about 6 or 7 months, before court upturn in judgment and put Hope Uzodinma for there. So Hope Uzodinma inside of the seats from inside of 2020. Now the governorship election for inside of Imo State. Now one of the governorship elections will go still happen much later. You know, go happen on the 11th of March, like the others. It will happen much later. I will still put our eyes on that one when the time reach. Jigawa State, they there, Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, they there. He don't serve in 2 tenors, so an APC governor. So 3 major contestants for inside of Jigawa State. There, APC candidate Umar Namadi, Dedia, Aminu Ibrahim Ringim of the NNPP, and Mustafa Suli Lamido of the PDP. 3 of them then go run for instead of Jigawa State there. For Kaduna State, there, Governor Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, very popular and vocal. Everybody know him. Now, it don't serve in 2 tenors already. It don't serve in 2 tenors from 2015. Okay, let me take into there. So 3 other people, they contest for inside of the matter for governorship seats. 3, not be saying only 3 people, but 3 major people, like we always try to talk on. 3 major contestants. The candidate of the APC, Uba Sani, the candidate of the PDP, Isa Ashiru, the candidate of the Labour Party, Ashake Jonathan. They there. Labour Party being power small for inside of Kaduna. So they don't produce governorship candidates and a Christian, you know. So make we see whether that one go make any difference inside of the landscape, the political landscape for inside of Kaduna State for there, based on the Labour Party factor. Make we see how far they go fit to go for state like Kaduna where they there. Now for inside of Kano State there, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, now the governor APC, he don't serve in 2 tenors since 2015. Now Kano State, a very interesting state with things that happen there. The power tussle, APC now then they in power, NMPP. Talk about the Kwankwasia movement. You know, the Kwankwasia movement, a very strong factor for inside of NMPP. And the NMPP, now, their strongest hold for Nigeria, na Kano State. And you see that one for how they take votes for the presidential election. They vote for their man, will be Rabiu Kwankwaso for inside of the NMPP there. So you see how that voting pattern take go. That one they show you, say NMPP, their stronghold they there. So once see the power play, how they go take do, NMPP and the APC will be the incumbent. And especially when it be say the incumbent, Umaru Ganduje, they go again. You don't finish in 2 tenors. So now 3 new people, 3 major new people out of the other contestants, then they contest for the matter. Now, with the CM for their APC, Nasir Yusuf Gawuna of the APC, then the NMPP candidate Abba Kabir Yusuf of the NMPP candidate. Now Mohammed Abacha be emerged as the PDP candidate, but they drag the matter to and fro. Higi Haga, then later on Sadiq Wali can emerge as the PDP candidate for inside of Kano State. Yeah. And so the Kano State politics, we need to put eye there. Many things they go on there. Very important state for inside of the country. Then Katsina State today there, Aminu Bello Masari himself don't serve in 2 tenors from 2015. All right, to make we hear from who they talk there this morning. Hello.
Hey, Ezemmuo.
My brother man, good morning to you. Who they talk?
Yeah, my name is Michael. They come from Nasarawa.
Michael, Onye Nasarawa. How you there this morning, my brother?
Yes, Ezemmuo, you did not see this election coming. Why? Does it mean you did not consult wisely?
I know they see everything, no. Only God, then they see everything. Only God, they see everything.
Yes, we know. We know. Yes, the election, I know that upcoming election, the people will not have the enthusiasm
to go and vote because the morale of the people are brought down.
You think so? You did speak for yourself, or you did talk for the? You think so now? So you think some people not go take verse, go the ballot box again?
No, just wait now. Why do I say so?
Why?
I say so because even before the election, many people have been complaining, our vote doesn't count. Our vote doesn't count. And the people who decided to vote for the first time, they were disappointed. It means that what they have been telling us, their vote cannot count. And they are telling us to be afraid now. You told us to go and vote. You will see it. We told you that time that our vote will not count. But the thing, if you can allow me, permit me, I will also advise them to come out in mass on this coming governorship election.
Yes.
Let them come out in a mass. Prove to them. You understand? Let us also prove that some of those let us, even though this mandate has been taken to give another person, let us also come out in a mass.
Who take your mandate?
And make sure we disappoint some of those governors within our. Who told you that a sitting governor can lose a senatorial ambition? In so many places. Me, I noticed you are even reading it. You come to Cross River, even a Benue. So many of them are dropping down. You understand? And I know that if you can also come up, even in River State, Wike cannot be able to make it because they are imposing somebody that people will likely to come out and say, Oga, because you have done this your candidate will no longer go there. So I'm still begging people to come out in a mass.
All right.
To do their voting.
Do their voting. Thank you so much, Michael from Nasarawa. Make people still come out in mass. Make people don't look anything. Come out in mass and vote on the 11th of March. Who they here this morning? Hello. All right, try call us back 0903 22 29 797. Who they are so this morning now? Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Isa Ashiku from Masaka.
Isa Ashiku from Masaka. Good morning to you. Welcome.
As I always tell you that I don't know how we are planning to. How do you start election from presidential? You start from the grassroots, from the local to state, so that if there's an amendment, you can do it. Now you have cut the head off. Then you are still calling people to come and go and vote. If presidential can be disturbed in that way we see in the last Saturday, how do you expect the governor to use? You are giving the governor more power. They have immunity. They will use the police, use the force.
Okay, but what do you expect? What do you expect from all the stakeholders?
A mass mobilization, people to come out and exercise their civil rights. But I was disappointed last Saturday.
Okay, what do you expect from all the stakeholders? From INEC? Hold on, make I ask you, make you understand where they go. From all the stakeholders like INEC, the voters, and the politicians, the candidates, what do you expect from them on the governorship election on the March 11th?
Yes, what I want to appeal to them that they should be calm. They should not be throw away the baby and the bath. What they should come out and they remove the governors that are not working. If they vex, then the devil are getting chance. What I want to beg the 10 National Assembly, if they come, they should amend this electoral act so that they should start election from the local government to the state.
Okay.
When you start from the state, then you will be ratifying the mistake. But this INEC, since they come, they have been causing a lot of confusion and people are dying.
All right, thank you, Isa Ashiku.
So if we cannot be doing anything intentionally, we say we don't know what we are doing because of people to survive. Then who will continue to suffer? If God is hungry with us.
All right, thank you so much. Isa Ashiku say God is angry with us. Now, wow. Make we try to calm down. Make we try to bring our temperature down. And 8:47. Now, what in time they talk for inside of the studio this morning? Super Citizen at Sunrise on top Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. And we did www.citizenfm.ng at the website where they there on top of YouTube Citizen FM 937. As they take the B. Now the big talk. Now waiting with the checkout. So with the checkout, waiting feed or call for inside of the governorship election. The governors, the incumbents, the ones who don't serve their tenures, the ones where they contest for other seats, the ones who don't lose, the ones who win, and of course the new governors where they contest, the major parties where they contest for the governorship seats for inside of all the states. And this now way of reminding us to say, even as we take the ginger, they still talk about the presidential election. The next election, it did by the side on the 11th day of March, less than 9 days from today. Who they decide now this morning? Hello.
Have a great day. How are you today? It's Akerele calling from.
Akerele, good morning to you there. Quickly, make we hear you.
How are you?
Are they all right? Quickly, make we hear you.
Yes, you see.
Where you call us from?
What
Kubwa?
I just want to say simply is that, you see, whether you start election from House of Assembly, State House of Assembly, or you start from presidential, I'm referring to the last speaker. You see, when you carry load from your head, the load that is on your head, you put it on your shoulder. Is it not the same body? So when you were contest, what is it called? Start from what do you call House of Assembly, you will still contest that particular presidential election. Now, you see, if a child is falling trees in the bush, the elderly people will be looking at where the tree is going to fall. And I said it the other day. The person that thunder strike in his house before will never swell with thunder.
Okay, but Akerele, hold on.
Yeah?
Because of time, what would they try to do with all of these things now to find out, not be to address what other people talk, now to find out what do we expect?
Moved away from there.
What do we
expect? That's why I say if you carry load from the head and put it on your shoulder, it's the same body.
Yes.
You
So now,
contest, what is it?
So now, what do we expect
from the bottom? You are the one who is going to go to the head.
Okay.
I think you understand. It's either from top to down or from down to top. So whichever one, we should be good to go. That is what I'm just simply saying. Now, if we don't win in one area, and we are saying we rain down brainstorm, it's not going to work. Because who
is saying to rain down? Who are rain down brainstorm? Who are rain down brainstorm?
I don't know. With the statement we are hearing all over.
The statement says that Labour Party is going to court. Labour Party, PDP, NPP.
That is what I want to say.
Yes.
You can only ventilate your anger from court.
Nobody's raining brainstorm. Now court. They are going to court.
On the particular format here. So if you are just saying your own. If it doesn't favor you today, it could favor you tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you are saying that because of you didn't win here, what about the person who won in his own house or in his own area completely and nobody won over there? Do they go to court? So if you win and you went to another place and you won and nobody queried that,
okay,
this election is one of the best. Because you can imagine a city governor losing to another candidate from what is it called?
Okay, that's your own criteria. Where you go take certain at best.
You see,
okay, all right.
Thing I have ever seen. Because you see, election is dynamic.
Okay.
So when this river, what do we call it, is the best way to go.
Okay, but you never really tell us waiting. You never really tell us waiting. They really think. What do we expect from all the stakeholders in the March 11 governorship election? But anyway, thank you.
From them,
good things.
Have conducted this election. The only thing we are having a problem with, they are having a problem with that, which not all of us are having problem with, the downloading of the election result. And the downloading of election result has to be, you see, it's not the beaver that is going to download that. The only way is just to store information and taking it to the
no, that's not correct. That's not correct. Uploading of the information you snap is done with the beavers.
They will download to the local.
Not be download, upload. All right, Akerele, because of time. Yes.
Will be sent to the last collation.
Okay.
So the information are there from the world to that local government to state. The information are there. If you want to cross-check, you can always cross-check all those things. So we should not kill ourselves because of an election that does not this thing. We know it matters to everybody, but if you don't win.
All right, thank you so much for that one. We don't talk Akerele as you take the B. All right, we'll quickly check your time. 8 minutes before 9 o'clock. Now, within time, don't they talk for inside of the studio here? Well, make we day very short before we make absolute statements. If you come for radio, you say the beavers in work, no be to download the details. In work, not to just store Well, make we be very sure of what they talk. Everything they captured inside of the electoral law. All right, so that we know we can't talk the one we know they're right on top of the radio. All right, now the big talk, what we on the check, at the city calls, we on the coming. Make us collect one message before I gather my things gradually, as they take the B. Okay, caller, okay, I will not collect your message, caller. This one now, who they write me another? Who be this? Patrick, you don't write another essay. Patrick, what did they happen? This one a letter in the right tone, a letter narrative essay, and be this one where they write on me, Patrick. All right, Patrick say, as we look forward to the governorship election and State House of Assembly elections happening March 11, I expect INEC to start registration to convince people. I expect INEC State Reg, than the Resident Electoral Commissioner, to convince people that what happened in the presidential election will not repeat itself. All right, and I come back to that message. Make I take this last call. Who they decide now? Hello, now you be our last caller this morning. What will be your name? Hello? Okay. You know, some people, they want just check. Let's say Matthew, I mean, just one check. Anyway, Patrick say, INEC need to make us know. Say what happened. Some of the glitches for the presidential election will not repeat itself. If Beavers has fault, the state reg should tell the party agents immediately. Election materials should get to the polling unit on time, and the INEC staff welfare given ultimate. The INEC staff welfare should be given ultimate consideration. The police and other security agencies should curb any form of violence. A situation where a thug will be among police officers. Make I serious. A situation where a thug will be among police officers and be threatening voters to either vote for his candidate or go home should not repeat itself. I know the video where they refer to Patrick. Is that Nigerians should go out and vote. The state and the state assembly election is very important. So Nigerians should go out and vote. The politicians must allow the people decide who they prefer as their governors and honorable members. Finally, let me advise Peter Obi and Atiku to woo their supporters to go out and vote March 11. Imagine if their parties can be governors of the state they won in the presidential election. It will be great. I like that one. Thank you so much, Patrick, for that one. We don't talk. Very interesting. Many things we talk there. If the governors go fit woo their candidates, say, oh yeah, this one, make we know they carry the way with this one. Make una go vote the same way we wanna vote me for our state. Make una vote the governorship candidate of my party for that state, so that make the dynamics of politics for the country make it change, make the conversation make it change. All right, the way when we say for the 10th Senate now and the 10th National Assembly now, you can see some kind of new faces for new parties. The conversation don't change. 4 minutes to 9 o'clock now. Here I go gather my things and this. Shout out to all my we don't call us this morning. Starting from Akirili, from Kubwa, Michael from Nasarawa, talk about Patrick from Karo, Kola, we don't send us message WhatsApp, Samuel from Apo, Kelvin from Central Area, Lifeline from Life Camp, Michael from Duce, Mike from Duce, David from Asakoro, Elda Itodo from Kuchika, Adewale from Maraba, Dan Lamy from Maitama, SS Gulak from Maraba, Haruna Sule from Wuse, Ordinary Citizen Abalaka from Maraba, Jerry from Autaba, Lefi, Kennedy from Karu, Max Man, Onyapo, and Oskov, Isa Shiku from Masaka. I greet all of you now. Make we do them again. Tomorrow will be Friday. Now, open mic Friday. That's tomorrow. So, carry all your burdens. Make I no come. Say carry all your burdens. Carry all the things that weigh your mind. Bring and come. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, open mic Friday on top of the big talk. We go check all the things, anything and everything, as long as say they within the cycle of reasoning. Make we reason them together on top of the big talk on Friday, will be tomorrow. All right, shout out to you that they call me the chief priest. Make you get a better day. 9 o'clock with the entire side of the newsroom on a good morning.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the